I did think, what if I can never play volleyball again? What if I'm never able to do what I love? Or, you know, what if I get back from this and I'm better than ever?
And it's Franklin putting that down. Franklin again.
Oh, Sarah Franklin buries it inside the 10-foot line.
There were about 3 blood clots going through my forearm, and then there was a main blood clot up in my shoulder. So it had developed up top and then shot down into my forearm. Dr. Courtney Morgan was my surgeon, and she was fantastic. I was in surgery. They had kept me awake for the first half of it. Dr. Morgan came over to me, and at this moment I knew, I was like, I'm gonna figure out what this is gonna be. And when the words came out of her mouth that this is quadrilateral space syndrome and that this is gonna be something that I can get through and be back for season, water filled my eyes. And then right after that, I looked at her and she was like, all right, we're gonna put you under and we're gonna get this done. And from that moment on, I was like, all right, like, let's do this. The nurses and the doctors were absolutely fantastic. They were all big Badger fans, so it was really nice to know that they really cared and were looking out for me no matter what. They were just so amazing. You know, my trainer, Christy Walker, my surgeon, Courtney Morgan, the entirety of UW Health, and I definitely would not be here without any of them doing their job perfectly.
She had built herself into an animal that spring before the injury, and then to start from ground zero again and build that back up, we had to get creative, and then we came up with a plan.
I was constantly asking Walker how many hours I can put in. I was constantly asking her, what's my limit for this week?
When she returned, she fit in so seamlessly from where she left off. Just to see her play again, it didn't need to be the most impressive play or what we know Sarah to be now. It just was that she could play.
That's my favorite shot, my absolute favorite shot. Being there for my first kill, I couldn't be happier, and the field house was insane. Like, the field house was just ecstatic because they knew, you know, the things I'd gone through to get to that point, and I was just joyous to be on that court, and I still am to this day. I remember that a lot, and whenever things get hard, I kind of just turn back to that, and I'm like, I get to be here. I get to do this. I get to be sore. I get to have bruises all over my body. Like, I just find a lot of joy in playing.
The 2023 ABCA National Player of the Year is Sarah Franklin.
Well, I think anything like that in your life that might happen, especially an injury like Sarah's, is there's a different appreciation and gratitude for what you are capable of doing physically. She has been able to elevate her game in a way that she is much more in tune with her body and what she is doing and can do to operate at the highest level.
I loved volleyball always, but I think after that, I really fell into how far I can take this. Just because I could see myself being able to smooth over and get this craft to where I want it to be. Because I was able to do it, you know, right after surgery, and I was trying to get back. And the more I did that, the more I could see things progress.
Sarah Franklin has had an unreal season after she already had a ridiculous season last year.
With those numbers, it's not like they're slightly better. I mean, they are exponentially better than they were last year.
There was a point in the season early on where naturally the pressure of the expectation of the former National Player of the Year, she was feeling that a little bit. And I was able to go back to her experience after the surgery. I said, well, how did you perform the way that you did last year? He goes, I don't know, I felt so behind. I know that my odds were slim to even get back. I had nothing to waste on things that didn't matter. I had to put all of my energy on myself, my health, my team. And so then I asked her, I go, so does it sound like that you know the exact formula to performing at an elite level for an entire year? She said, yes. I go, then why would you ever go away from the formula?
My perspective has gotten a lot bigger. I see a lot of people outside of volleyball who pour into this, what we can be capable of, and I've really tried to utilize every aspect of that because I know, you know, I won't be able to play forever, and that kind of hit me when all of that was happening. So I knew that going into this, I was going to take advantage of every possible thing that I could.